Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Freelancer on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, we are attempting to do the raid on the Nomad Base. You may notice that we didn't actually show us buying batteries and nanobots again.
It's because we can't.
Actually, we can. They have an equipment dealer on the Osiris, not a trading hub.
It's surrounded by a plasma cloud that prevents deeper scans.
Are you detecting any nomads in
So, is this a failure to save the game on time?
But keep your eyes open. I'm uploading the coordinates.
Because, I mean, you could have reloaded the save file, right?
I'm pretty sure I could have reloaded the save file, but...
Okay. Because a good game would tell the player, this is your last chance. We're not messing with you.
Bye, Osiris.
Trent, you take point.
Shiny shimmer effects. Pimp my battleship.
So yeah, we forgot to buy nanobots and shield batteries.
I am Lur of the planet Omicron Persei 8.
Oh, no. Omicron Beta is, in fact, a decent name for a system, Mr. Cloud.
Directly above the structure.
Yeah, it reminded me of one of my fondest remembered characters from Futurama. the Overlord of Omicron Persei 8.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Nomad Base. We, much like our raid on Takagi, have to do something very specific. We need to take down these Nomad shield generators, and we need to do so relatively quickly so that we can actually get in. Into the.
Power cell seems to be inside a central chamber. Looks like the only way in is through the vents on the top of the structure.
Wait, we've got to bring that shield down first.
Huh.
Trent, I'm uploading the coordinates.
What is this? Some kind of like bio-organic material?
Yes, actually, a majority of the Nomad ships are purely energy based, but their bases very specifically are more organic than mechanical.
Okay, this Nomad generator is taking damage. Its stupid penisy head.
Whoa! It is a dome head. It is not penisy.
A penis is a dome head, Mr. Gerdat.
No. A penis is a cylindrical head.
Trent, hurry up. We can't hold out forever.
Well, I don't have a big enough engine for all the weapons that I'm firing at it. Okay, this is definitely something that I screwed up with in pretty much all of my playthroughs. By focusing specifically on having all energy weapons, I don't actually do all that much damage to non-shielded targets. And because I don't do all that much damage to non-shielded targets, this segment of the game becomes extremely clear that I am supposed to have missile or torpedo launchers at this point.
7 minutes remaining to jump hole collapse.
This time limit, for the record, that they're telling us about, it actually is a legitimate time limit. But I've never actually had the problem of dealing with it as a actual threatening clock. It is a very threatening clock in thematics, but even with the fact that I'm running up just energy weapons, I'm able to take down at least all the generators long before the clock is honestly all that big of a problem.
Yeah, about on the subject of clocks, because you were saying and conceding that your weapon systems could have been a little more diversified and inclusive because the major drawback of your offensive strategy is you're not very good against targets that do not have shields. But why do we care about how much damage we deal per second? There are two main reasons why we care. One is because we're getting shot at right now. The sooner we take out the target, the less damage we take. The less damage we take, lower probability that we're going to die and then have to do all this work over again. Which leads me to the second point, is time itself. We are the human beings playing games. We don't. I wouldn't be caught dead playing Freelancer, dying of old age with a beard and a half-eaten cheeseburger on my plate. No, sir. I'm going to stand up after I have put in a reasonable amount of time playing this game.
Judy, on your 6, bank hard right.
So,
I mean,
whilst,
hell, if you-
whilst we are
if-
in the Nomad's base, you'll notice that we are actually taking radiation damage.
Ah,
Okay,
nice.
run the snuck away!
Defend myself from what?
The more we shoot down, the more they keep coming.
Trent, the jump
Where the
hole is
fuck are we,
closing fast.
Venom?
King and I are on our way out. Go!
5 minutes.
I've been waiting for you, Trent Fox.
I mean, that is almost what we're doing here. What actually we did here specifically was the dive on the first Death Star, because we have it's the dive on the second Death Star, because we have to go inside. You have to go inside and damage the primary reactor in order to destroy the second Death Star. Here, instead of destroying the primary reactor, we're stealing the batteries of the reactor in order to go and power up our artifact.
Osiris, this is Junie.
We're taking the batteries out of the living room remote, and we're putting it into the air conditioning remote. It just might work.
Aurelian, come in. Do you copy? Over. Damn it. Something's jamming our frequencies.
Well, I see that Junie has dropped her nickname and is going by Junko now.
For some reason, it had me going to a waypoint that was not the jump hole itself, which is why it took us so long to actually get through it.
Destroy all of the Nomad ships.
Yes. Future Gerdat, which was actually Past Gerdat a part ago, has explained that the Nomad ships are in fact cheating with the fact that there is something I didn't actually mention though. The Nomad ships don't actually use energy to fire their energy weapons.
They have infinite resources.
They specifically have infinite energy. They do not have infinite health, thankfully.
Pyramids is a proper place in hell. What?
Hey, Von Clausen.
Hell, I don't want to go to Mars.
So, from here, all we got to do is successfully survive this skirmish. But you'll notice that there are Nomad gunboats, so that is what we are going to try and focus down.
We're doing this in the name of self-defense.
His judgment and is assigned a place in hell.
Destroy the jellyfish.
This would be so much easier if I remembered to actually buy nanobots or shield batteries.
Jellyfishing, 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 jellyfishing.
It would also be easier if they actually bothered to drop fucking nanobots or shield batteries, because we have killed a couple of boats.
Our shield's down.
Our shield's down. We have negative HP. So
And any second now, we are going to explode.
like that, yes.
Dang it. Better luck next time. I'm glad that the gaminess of this game is starting to show.
So
You
yeah,
don't get second chances if you die.
We managed to show off very specifically that the raid on the base is not actually the big threat here. The big threat for this mission is explicitly the fact that we have to deal with a bunch of nomad boats after we take down the base.
Loaded into cargo.
Very good, Mr. Gerdat. You learned from your mistake. That's what you should do when you die, is you should take notes and apply lessons.
Okay, I forget if I jump cut past all this. I don't think that I do actually. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I definitely should have jump cut all past all of this. But now that we actually have shield batteries and nanobots,
Detecting any nomads in
we're
there?
going to replay the entirety of the mission.
Appears to be abandoned.
Nice.
Eyes open. I'm uploading the
Yeah, this is an editing fail on Past Gerdat's part. I am sorry.
stabilizing. We have
All right, so how many minutes are we doing? Are we going over? Just 5?
10.
small ships, but not for long.
You know, it is amazing, and I know this because I've been let's playing for as long as I have been. That
Trent, you take point.
there is nothing quite like the subjective experience of playing a game and then going back to like count the minutes and see how long it took for you to actually do it. I amaze myself how many times I have the control in my hand and I feel like I've been standing there for an hour. And then I go back through the footage and I say, oh, that only took like 15 minutes.
Remaining to jump hole collapse.
We're directly above the structure.
So-
No visuals yet.
I want to complain specifically about how long and how long the finale honestly is, and it's not for the obvious reason of oh my god, this is effectively our fourth mission in a row that we've not really had a reasonable break.
What the hell was that?
Because the one thing that I really want to complain about is very explicitly.
Trap. That thing is
They
still
never,
alive.
they effectively never, and I do mean this quite literally. They just do not allow you to go into free play after a certain point. Once you get about halfway through the Kusari storyline, you are locked into the storyline for the remainder of your playthrough, at least during single player. And this is a huge issue because even though they do give us the upgrade of the Anubis and the Anubis class weapons, what they do not let us do is actually go and attempt to refine a weapon loadout for these events. Like for example, if I want to go and attempt to replace out some of my energy weapons for missiles, I have to use order missile launchers in order to do that. And I don't really know. And because I haven't done any experimenting with it in the past, I don't really know which order missile launcher I would actually want to use. So, what the hell am I supposed to do at this point? Just experiment with everything until something actually works?
One down, two more to go.
Yes.
But at
The
that
scientific
point, Mr.
method.
Cloud, it's more than likely it's just going to be that my refinement on my piloting is going to end up carrying me through.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Attempting to mention here that getting the better thrusters is important, specifically for the final suite of missions, because you effectively don't actually use your cruise missions during these base assaults. So it's important that your thrusters have the ability to get you out of trouble when they need you. Also,
Right, so what you're lacking
it takes
in torpedoes.
9 shield batteries to go from 0 to full shield at the moment.
Get into the lair.
We're trying to.
And
We
how
gotta
many
take
shield
down the
batteries do we
generators
have? Like
first.
25?
What was that, Mr. Cloud?
How many shield batteries do we have? Like 25?
29.
Ah.
So you can fully heal 3 times.
This better work.
Sounds like the Sekiro gourd thingy. That-
Just trying to think. But you get to improve your Estus in Sekiro and Dark Souls, so that you can usually
Yes,
get
you
up to
can,
either
yes.
4 or 5 full heals, can't you?
That's correct. Yes, the Estus flask. Yeah, I can't. It escapes me what it's called in Sekiro, but yes, it's the Dark Souls Estus flask. You get more drinks out of it as the game goes on, and it is effectively like an extension of your health bar. That is as long as you heal on time, because you have to do the drinking animation in order to get your health back.
Structural integrity degrading.
We almost got it, Junko. It's okay.
Talk about building
And
suspense.
boom! All right.
Trent,
Diving.
report on the northern hemisphere of the structure. I'm sending coordinates.
King and I will draw their fire, Trent. Head for the core and get that power cell.
And there we go.
Radiation damage.
Trent, we're running out of time. The jump hole is starting to collapse and...
Ouch.
On your
Ow.
six. Bank hard right.
I can't shake him!
All right, we got the power cell. Bail.
5 minutes
Da,
remaining
da,
to jump
da,
hole collapse.
la, da.
Thank God you're alright.
We're surrounded.
All right.
Yeah, that didn't
in the
take
next,
very long.
Yes, in the next episode, we will actually finish our escape from the Nomad Base and start the actual final mission.
Let's get out of here.
Go to
Assuming that we can make it out, because from here we just got to make it to the jump hole. Hopefully, we can actually find it this time without fumbling around. Be safe, everybody.